Did you decide to put a social justice message on the back of the jersey? And if so, what was the selection?
I have decided not to. With that being said, I hope that my last name doesn't go on there as well, just because I love and respect all the messages that the league did choose. But for me, I felt like with no message, with no name, it's going back to like who I was. And if I wasn't who I was today, I'm no different than anybody else of color. And I want that to be my message in the sense that just because I'm an NBA player, everybody has the same right, no matter what. And that's how I feel about my people of color. Is this is a thing that we will do more action towards. I'm with, like I said, the Black Lives Matter and all the phrases that they chose to put on the back of the jersey. But for me, it's a lot more about action and continuing to learn and teach the people around me, and I'm doing what I can in my community.
Has the NBA allowed that? I know obviously the last name usually goes in the back. Has the NBA said one way or the other if that's going to be?
Not just yet. Not just yet. I'm hoping I get that opportunity, though. I really am.
Thank you.
Tim Reynolds, go ahead.
Hey, Jimmy, it's good to see you. You went through something similar to this, I guess, in a lot of ways in Rio, being on the road for 7 or 8 weeks and being away from home and in a confined space for a long time. Can that experience help you here with what you're going to have to go through here, being isolated from the rest of the world for 2 or 3 months?
I think so. But I really, really, really enjoy being around my guys, being around my teammates, and being able to compete with these guys. It's fun to hear them talk about how they did continually work confined in their apartment or in their home. And I have so much respect for these guys and all the guys around the league that decided to come out here and compete. Because at the end of the day, we're very fortunate to be able to play basketball, have the platform to talk about what's going on in the world right now. But more than anything, man, we're just blessed to be here.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Ethan Skolnick, go ahead.
Hey, Jimmy. Obviously, we know how much you love the game and probably missed the game during this period. How did you kind of go about the process of keeping yourself as in shape as you wanted to be during the break, keeping your mind focused as much as you could on basketball going forward with everything that was going on? And are you pleased with the way that it turned out as you get here to camp and the state that your body's in and your mind's in?
Definitely. I'm happy to be here. I feel like I'm in great shape. My guys are in great shape. Some of the coaches are in great shape as well. But the whole thing was just find a way to compete, whether it be at cards or at dominoes or a foot race, whatever it is. Then as far as working out goes, if you have a gym at your house or a basket, yeah, go ahead. Work out, shoot, but just run, ride the bike, lift some weights, do some yoga, do some Pilates, whatever that may be. And I think the Miami Heat did a great job of using Zoom to do Pilates, yoga, lift together, talk. I think that was huge in getting back to where we are right now.
And Jimmy, just to follow on that, the decision that was made to send everybody the hoops, was that just something you came up with on your own? Did somebody else suggest that to you? And what was the reaction to it?
Me and my agent Bernie talked about it because I don't think anybody ever thought that the world would get to this point to where you can't go to a gym. So not many people would be like, you know what, I have a basketball hoop at home. Yes, if you have kids, you might have one, but for those that do not, you think, oh, well, you know what, today I'm going to wake up at 7, eat breakfast, and I'm going to be in the gym by 9. Our thing was, well, you can wake up at 7, 8, or 9, and you still can't leave to go to a gym. So if we send you a basket after you eat breakfast, go into the front yard, backyard, shoot a couple baskets.
Brendan Tobin, go ahead.
Jimmy, you guys have had a good chemistry and not really need any motivation to get together to work out all season. How do you guys feel like you're adapting to this environment and the character of the team, just dealing with all this and the way the season's set up?
Like I said, we got a great group of guys. Some young guys, middle of the pack guys, some older guys that just love to be around one another. And I mean that, and compete and have each other's back and have each other's best interests at heart. And we enjoy everybody's success. And I think that's going to be key. There's no home court advantage. There's no fans. There's no crowd like that. It's all about who's going out there, who's competing the hardest, who wants it more. And like Coach Spo always says, it's the Hunger Games. It's going to be a dog world in here.
Ira Winderman, go ahead.
Jimmy, it's Ira. How you doing? I don't know if the league did this intentionally to sort of boost ratings or whatever, but you got 2 shots against the Indiana Pacers coming up, and we all remember that locker room in Indy the last time we were there. Is that to be continued? You, T.J. Warren, was that just in the moment? What's it like to see the Pacers twice in those seeding games?
And it's a basketball game to me. I'm pretty sure you can't see the smile that's on my face. So, look, I'm happy to compete against anybody, anywhere. But, they're a very, very, very good team. But I'm taking the Miami Heat twice.
And did you sort of notice right away when they set you up twice against the Pacers, considering the uniqueness of that matchup, that you'll get them in 2 of your final 3 games in the seeding games?
No, I wasn't paying attention to it. I didn't even think of it like that, to tell you the truth. Obviously, the world's going to take it for what the world wants to take it for. My teammates always got some jokes to throw out there. I'm sure you do as well. But I'm going to go out there and be the best version of me.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Tim Reynolds, go ahead.
Jimmy, I want to go back to your social justice message and the thinking behind that. Did you consider not coming to Disney? Did you consider making that sort of statement as well?
Without a doubt, yes. But I think that a lot of decisions went into that. Like being away from your family it's hard. What's going on in the world right now, it's hard. But being here is also hard. Like it's not easy for anybody. But we get the opportunity to talk amongst each other, learn about each other and everybody's stories that's here. And knowing that we're all in this together, we're all in this for the greater good. And I can tell you that everybody here is with the equality because it's real and it needs to happen. There's just got to be more action behind it. I think a lot of people are talking, but we definitely got to put more action behind it.
What does it mean to you, Jimmy, that so many of the coaches, and we all know that there's a lot of white coaches in this league, so many of the coaches are saying, this is incredibly important to us too. They're trying to learn more about Black history. They're trying to align themselves with like the Equal Justice Initiative and things like that. What does that mean to you that the coaches in this league have said this matters to us too?
It means a lot. I mean, when you look up and down each and every roster, a lot of these players are people of color. So you need to learn about their history, their heritage, what's been going on for years on top of years. So you have to understand our pain and what we could be going through or what our family could be going through just to be able to relate, not knowing that you could ever fully understand it, but just to be able to relate whenever you see somebody in there like, man, I can't believe what's going on right now. You get a glimpse and you get to understand it.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Shannon Irish from Heat TV.
Hi, Jimmy. To kind of follow up with that, can you tell me about the town hall meeting that the team had on Juneteenth and how powerful it was for you guys to all get together and to really be open and vulnerable for Heat Nation to experience that moment with you guys?
I think it's important to let everybody know that we're regular human beings like everybody else. And the same stuff that everybody's going through right now in the world, we've dealt with before. It may not have been yesterday, but maybe it was 10 years ago. Who knows? And for everybody to see how human we really are and we hurt just like everybody else, and we have to deal with this just like everybody else, it's real. And I felt like that town hall for us, it opened everybody's eyes, not just ours as a team, but everybody that was watching.
Thank you.
David Ramil, go ahead.
Hey, Jimmy, aside from everything that you do on the court, how do you see your role changing under these unusual circumstances as one of the most vocal leaders on the floor, on and off the floor, and one of the veteran players on this team?
I don't see it changing much. Keep being the individual that I am, helping in any way that I can. That's on the floor and off the floor. And just make sure that my teammates are doing the right thing, doing what they're supposed to be doing. I think Spo has put me in a great position to be able to do that, and be able to be vocal and speak my truth, knowing that whatever I'm saying is for the greater good.
Anthony Chang, go ahead.
Jimmy, I know before the season was suspended, you were dealing with some nicks and knacks, the ankle, the foot. After these 4 months, obviously you had time off, but how do you feel physically coming into this? How's your body responded to this first 4 practices?
I feel good. I've been preparing extremely well in this time off. Me and my trainers have been doing a good job of keeping my body intact, lifting the way I'm supposed to be lifting, running, training the way I'm supposed to be doing that. I feel good. So knock on wood, I keep feeling this way.
Alex Toledo, go ahead.
Hey, Jimmy, wanted to ask, how good is it to have Tyler and Myers back in the fold? And How do you feel now after these few days of practice going into the restart when you're going to have everyone back and the depth of the team in general?
Well, I barely heard you, but I heard Myers and T. And it's great to have those guys back. They're key in what we're trying to do here, and that's win the championship, obviously. But their energy, how well they can shoot the ball, pass it, defend, they're keeping everybody on their heels, man. And I'm glad that these guys get back to doing what they love. And part of that being around the group of guys that we have. So I'm extremely, extremely excited to have them back.
Nick Friedel, go ahead.
Jimmy, it's great to see you. You've been in the playoffs a lot over time. How would you describe the mental edge that it's going to take to get all the way through for the next few months and potentially play for a title?
It's gonna be tough. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I think the best thing about it is everybody has to have that same mental edge. Everybody's at the same mental disadvantage, and I think we handle this well. You know, people like to say that we have a group full of underdogs. Say what you will, but we got a group full of really good pros that love to hoop, love to compete. And we're going to go out there and give it our all. Home, away, or neutral here at Disney, I think you can count on the Miami Heat bringing it.
Cooper Moorhead, go ahead.
Jimmy, good to see you. Now that you've been in the bubble for a few days, what's your impression of what the NBA has constructed, the amenities available to you, and do you feel like you have been able to, or you will be able to construct a comfortable routine day to day?
Yeah, this is easy. I think, you know, when you really look at what's important, we do get to eat. We do have a roof over our head. We do have clothes on our back. It may be, you know, something that you're not used to, but at the end of the day, it could be a lot worse. And for a lot of people in this league, it has been worse at one point in their life. So for me, I think I speak for my team. We cool with it all, man. We're going to eat what we have to eat. We're going to wake up. We're going to hoop. We're going to have fun, go on a walk, go on a jog, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, we're going to compete.
Devin, go ahead.
Hi, Jimmy. Hope you're well. During your time quarantined at home, did you pick up any new hobbies or teach yourself anything new?
Not really. I want to start playing the piano, but I think I can do that at any point in time, learning from YouTube or stuff like that. I've basically been doing the same thing, being the best at dominoes that probably anybody's ever seen. Phase 10, really good at that. And then just kicking ass and whatever else.